Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
It's time for race 6 on the card, which is www.goldcircle.co.za conditional graduation, and this race is set to be run over the 1100 meter trip, and the best weighted horse in race number 6 is Finding Freedom ahead of horse number 5 Luna Cam. Race 6, Jackpot 2 gets underway in this lineup, and it's leg 1 of Jackpot 2. We have 2 reruns for you. That's horse number 1 Pedro when winning at his last start, beating Red Soul, and Dandolo when finishing 4th. And we have an interview with Stuart Ferry and Craig Goody.
To run on, but it's come down to Pedro and Red Soul over the last 100, and Pedro's finding more. Pedro by a length and a half. Red Soul's under pressure. American Dream tries to run on, but Pedro's going strongly and they won't catch Pedro. Pedro has won it. Red Soul will be second. The third place is close between Senor Garcia and American Dream. Claim down the inside, Dandola coming to the 200. Captain Seeger still leads it. Dance Me Lord, Proud Master on the outside. Dandola's on the inside. Dandola now and Captain Seeger over the last 100. Proud Master's trying to get into the race. Tarantino's taking her. Captain Seeger's just the leader from Tarantino. They get to the line. Captain Seeger won it. Tarantino second. Proud Master third.
Yeah, that was the plan. We've been waiting to come back to Scottsville and down the straight where he seemed a lot happier. We've done a few different things at home, and he seems all right at home. So the race will tell, but he's fitting well at home, and if he settles, he's obviously got plenty of ability.
Yes, we changed a couple of things, including the way he ran. Brought him back to Maritzburg where he'd won first time out from the front, and just let him enjoy himself, and he certainly did. We're just hoping that the 1100 suits him, as his best form has been over the 1000. So we're looking forward to a big run there.
Yeah, obviously he got suspended last time, but his form before that was pretty good, and he shows nice work at home. So yeah, as long as if we don't bleed, he'll be competitive in that race. He's a very nice horse.
Well, race 8, it is certainly competitive, and you can make a case for plenty of runners. Just going through the best weighted column, Finding Freedom tops that, followed by Luna Camp, Fly the Coop, South Star and Dandolo. Warren, I think that there's going to be plenty of pace on in this race, and I'm going to lean towards the Dennis Dreyer runner, horse number 10, Mount Greylock. I think the race could be around to suit him. Keegan DeMello in the irons. He bled last time out, so he was suspended. First run after rest, first run after bleeding, and I think Mount Greylock at around 12-1 in the market could offer you some nice value. He will be running on strongly in the closing stages. He has run 5 times at Scottsville for 1 win and 1 second. So I think he could possibly be the value in the race. Horse number 7, Edgar Town. I give him a good chance here. Second run after rest. He bounced back to his form last time out, running second to Blaze of Silk. 56 on his back. He loves it at Hollywood Bet Scottsville down the lane. And I think Edgar Town's going to be a big runner, especially with them going hard up front. He would get a nice toe into the race, and he'll be right there. And he's at around 8-9-1 in the market. So 2 value choices for me in race number 6. And I think a horse that could possibly upset the apple cart could possibly be the Com Naidu Charge, horse number 8, Sir Pom. 2.5 kgs off the back. He does enjoy it down the lane at Hollywood Bet Scottsville, where both of his career victories have come over. So he could possibly be the upset type. But it's a competitive race, Warren. And what do you make of horse number 4, Finding Freedom's chances? Do you give her a winning chance or more of a place chance? And also, do you have a top choice here?
She can win. The elusive Fort Filly for Gareth Van Zyl and Alan Mellor, and young Zuma is going to take 4 kgs off her back. She certainly can win. Lightly raced. She's, in my opinion, way better than an 82. So yes, I give her a winning chance, Finding Freedom. It is a conditional graduation. If you go to the best weighted column, she's at the top of that. So Finding Freedom, yes, has to have an outstanding chance. I do, like the previous race, find the 6th race very tough, as you do. And we can sit and go on and on for a long time about lots of runners in this race, but we haven't got a long time. But what I can suggest, and it's a horse that you haven't mentioned, and maybe you can give me your opinion once I've given my thoughts. Horse number 2, Fly the Coup, is a horse that I've suggested to watch out for. And I find a lot of positives, but one negative. And the one negative is that this gelding hasn't run for 203 days. She's recently changed stables to the Lorenzo Karim stable, bang-in form stable of Lorenzo. Anton Marcus has ridden Fly the Coup twice for a place, owned by Messrs. Roa, Ditburn, Martin and Mario Ferreira. All the vets own this horse, Fly the Coup. Anton Marcus is going to ride. He's putting up a 0.5 kg. So Anton has to sort of, with regards to the weight, he's having to watch his weight for this horse, Fly the Coup. And third to Burning Wings, second to Just a Guy Thing. We all know what Just a Guy Thing's done. Third to Captain Fontaine. We know that Captain Fontaine's highly regarded. Second to Prince Kresh. We all know what Prince Kresh has done. And Anton rode this horse last time, 203 days ago, and he's kept it in his memory bank, and he's now riding it again. So for me, there's plenty positives. Just the one negative is, will he need the run? Not having run for 203 days, I can't answer that question. But for me, I'm not leaving Fly the Coup out of anything.
I don't think you can discount his chances, Warren. I think you can completely ignore his last start. He's shown that he does have the ability. He won first time out on debut. And I remember on debut, there was tons of money for him. But that come race time, he drifted off the boards and he started off at 9-2, but he still won, beating Diosa, and that was on his first start. And ever since then, he's been consistent, never too far off the action. I think he could just enjoy running fresh. As I mentioned earlier, I think there's going to be plenty of speed in this race, and he could play into the hands of horse number 2, Fly the Coup, returning from a rest, but Anton Marcus wouldn't just get aboard him for no specific reason. He's obviously a horse that has shown him quite a bit, and given that he does return from a rest, Anton Marcus would be confident that he can give a good account of himself, and he is the third best weighted horse in this race. So I don't think you loony about horse number 2, Fly the Coup. I think he must be a runner here.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it, and certainly third in the best weighted column. So I'm expecting a big comeback run from Fly the Coup, but it is a tough race. You heard from Raheel, he likes numbers 10 Mount Greylock, 5 Lunar Cam, and 7 Edgar Town. Is that right? 10, 5, 7, your sort of short list in a race where you can make a long list?
Yes, I think you must also respect the other Dennis Dreyer runner, Luna Camp. I think he's a lot better at Hollywood Bet Scottsville, and you heard from Stuart Ferry. They've been waiting for the race at Hollywood Bet Scottsville, so you can expect a nice run from Luna Cam here.
Okay, and my each way selection is number 2, Fly the Coup, but it's a very, very tough race. Without any further ado, we're going to move on to race 7.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.